Welcome back to the Ball State Chronicles. We just finished the year with a bowl win. Yeah, it's the 68 Ventures Bowl, so it's not the best, but we're going to be winning bigger bowl games soon, but not without a good recruiting class. So welcome to the off-season video of the first year of Ball State Chronicles. Let's go get some recruits and let's make this team a competitor next year. Here we go. It is our first off-season. Who won the championship? Texas State and Ohio State? That's who made it to the championship? All right, let's see who wins this first championship. No way Texas State is our first champion. I'm supposed to be the rebuild, not Texas State. Good. Okay, very good. Ohio State won, that's fine. Now let's go get our players so we can win a national championship. Let's do it. First off, players leaving. Again, I'm going to do the entire offseason here, so we're going to start with these three guys, 3 transfers. Persuasion chance, high, medium, and very low. I have found that all of them can be convinced. Now, this one is probably the most important to me because he's very good. Can we try to persuade? Has not been persuaded. Okay, it was worth a shot. We clicked a button. Can we persuade Spiegel? Honestly, it's probably good for him that he was not persuaded. He's going to be a backup. He's nothing compared to Christian Davis. Finally, this guy, can we persuade him? Has not been persuaded. All right, well then how did he have a high chance? Okay, that's fine. You know, we're gonna lose 3 guys. It really sucks that we lose an 82 overall sophomore offensive lineman. I mean, that's really gonna hurt. As far as seniors, who did we really lose? We lost another offensive lineman, so that sucks. Probably some starting defensive players too. Spiegel's out of here, more defensive players. Yeah, that's honestly not too bad for your first year. I think we're gonna have a lot more talent coming in compared to who we just lost. Speaking of talent, it's time to do our off-season recruiting. I am super excited for this. We have 525 hours. Let's start off by going by interest status and let's remove anybody that I don't think it's worth fighting for. Honestly, probably worth keeping around most of them, because as I've noticed recently, I'm sure you've noticed it too, it doesn't matter how big the lead is. If you could finish the recruiting season in first place, you get the player. So normally I'd be very quick to remove guys off my board, but with how late we are in the cycle, I think I'm probably going to keep most. That one I might not keep, actually. I mean, UCLA and Oregon have level 5 pipelines and they just offered a scholarship. I need to have space in order to go and get some transfers. So we're gonna remove, if I'm in second with any of these guys, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not gonna battle Iowa right there. Okay, so I think we're good for now. Let's go look and see, are there 3 transfer portal prospects that are worth our time? If there's more, then we could remove more guys. But for now, oh yeah, we need to remove more guys because these are 3 star players that we are the top school in. So we gotta try and get all of them. So let's go get rid of 2 more players on our current board. I think this guy, with how many other people are pursuing him, we got to get rid of him. And honestly, probably, I think as much as I would like to go after this center right here, or this defensive tackle, we haven't given him a scholarship. I think we can come back to them if needed. We're going to get rid of 1. Let's go get those transfers really quick. 3 guys. Let's go after them all. Are we eligible for any like elite transfers? Oh, no, but he's a 3-star. Not worth it. Okay, 525 hours. How many players do we need to recruit? Let's count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 people signed and 35 prospects. So 28. So we got 28 hours each. Let's do some quick math. 525 over 28, about 18 hours per player. So we're going to round down to 15. That way we have enough for scholarships and stuff. So that's how we're going to start off with. So here we go, 15 hours for everybody. Again, I'm not really that worried about getting somebody to commit to us. And I know that sounds weird. Like, what do you mean you're in the final part of recruiting? I don't need people to commit. I just need to be in first when these last 4 weeks are done. So with these guys that I'm leading on, that we're in the top 5 for, like, yeah, obviously, you know, you want them to come to your school, but I don't need to like send the house on these 3 stars in order to get them to come to our school. My main goal right now is to continue to spread these points thin, and that way we could try and get as many people as possible with us as their top school when recruiting ends, and then they're all going to come to our school. If you're new here, we already played the quality game. We got a lot of 4-star commits already. Now we're playing the quantity game. We want to get as many of these guys as possible. Okay, real quick, let me add the points to the rest. Okay, everybody is 15 hours. We have 70 spare hours. The big question is, who do we spend these hours on? I think I'm gonna try and actually bump up the people that are very far into the process. We're gonna try and bump them up to 20 hours and soft sell them. That way we can try and get him to come ASAP. I know I said the goal isn't to get him to commit, but if these guys do commit, I get 15 hours a week back. So, maybe this guy right here would actually commit if we were able to sell him on his ideal pitch. If you need to know whether or not you should sell them on their ideal pitch, I made a whole video on that. You need at least like a C average or better. That is not a C average or better. So we actually should not sell. So we're just going to throw 25 hours instead of selling. This guy, same thing. We actually should not sell either. So instead, we can just upgrade him to 25 hours too. That's fine. Now this guy, B, C+, and C. Honestly, I think it's worth it. Let's bump him up to 20 and sell him. There's an exact formula, but I don't feel like making you sit around and wait for me to do the math. So we're just gonna eyeball it for now. C+, C, and D, not worth it. C+, C, and D, again, not worth it. Wow, my grades on these guys are horrible, absolutely horrible. Okay, so with 45 spare hours, let's just go and get guys that I'm in a battle with. We'll give them 25 hours and see if these other schools want to compete. If they don't want to compete, then we'll win these battles. So let's go find a couple others. I know I usually said I don't compete with other teams for 3-star prospects, but with how late we are in the season, I think it's more likely that I could win these basic battles than go and find a 3-star and get them to go from nothing to us in the top school. So I might be wrong. This is a learning experience for me too, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, now for these transfers, I definitely, if I have spare hours, I might as well give them the spare hours because I want day one impact players. I mean, transfers, JUCO guys, they're going to come in as juniors and they might be 82 or 83 overall, but at this school right now, that means that they're going to be starters. So we need them. All right, we are out of hours. We did our best to spread them thinly. The big week is going to be this week right here. We need to adjust our strategy based off how these other people attacked our recruits and do our best to close out these battles. Here we go. Let's take a look at how we did. Okay, I like that there. He's going to commit like tomorrow. Honestly, he's going to commit so much that I'm going to take away all hours from him and put it elsewhere. I like that. That's a big lead. I like that. Again, we don't need 25 hours for this guy. Nobody else is going to come in, I don't think. So honestly, I'm going to let that sit too. This makes me a little nervous that Georgia Tech has a visit and all that other stuff, but we're going to stick with the status quo there. Like it. Man, Oklahoma made progress there. Is it worth doubling down for a random 3-star linebacker? Right now, I would say the answer is no. Right now, we give him 25 whole hours and Oklahoma still did that. I think we're going to remove him from our board. It's not too late to go find a 3-star with no offers and get him to come to our school. We just have to be in first. We don't have to dominate. That's one of the transfers, I believe. Oh no, that's a JUCO guy. But I like that. We made progress despite only be 25 hours. Let's actually upgrade him to 35, get him to commit. I think he's going to commit real soon. Okay. I like all those. Oh, now everybody wants this transfer. But he is a corner, so that matters to me. I think we're going to keep on it. This guy is not being pursued by anybody else, so let's double down there. I like that. This transfer is being pursued, and they had just as big a bump. Let's take away our hours, and I'm not going to remove them from the board just yet. No, let's bump it up to 25, actually. I want to be aggressive with these guys. Okay, love that right there. Do not love that right there. 3-star scrambler quarterback, and UCLA is making that much progress. No, sir. Let's move on. I'm going to remove him from the board entirely, honestly. 2 more guys. Okay, we're not in the list there. We're not in the list there. These guys, I think we could get in the list soon, but I'm going to save my hours. I want to go after those battles. Let's go find 3-star prospects with no offers. There's not going to be a lot, especially at these critical positions, but if there's a couple, I just need 2 guys with no offers. No more tackles. Okay, that's fine. No more guards. That's fine too. Any centers? Oh, this guy's in his top 5 with no offers. And we have a pipeline on this guy and he has no offers. I know they're centers, but I'm just going to move them once they come to our school. This guy's going to come to our school as long as nobody else jumps in that battle. So let's give him 15 hours and take this player. Same with him. We might give him 20 hours. Let's just give him 25. Okay, we got 30 more hours. Let's spread it across some battles. Let's go win some of these recruiting battles. We'll bump him up to 35. Let's bump him up to 40, I guess. He's a corner, so maybe that's enough justification. We bumped him up to 35 already. Let's bump him up to 40 just to make sure. Anybody else want to go after our guys? Anybody else? Georgia Tech. Yeah, this is a good one to end on. Okay, cool. Out of hours. Feel good about where we're at. Everybody's got scholarship offers. A little nervous that somebody's going to jump into these 2 battles, but to me it's so late that why would you jump in right now? That's dumb. Here we go. 2 more weeks of this, man. We have not gotten any commits so far. I was wrong. That's 1. Okay. But yeah, 2 more weeks. Let's just keep grinding. Again, we just want to maximize the people that we are in first in. I don't need commits. I just need to be in the lead, and there is a difference. Okay, cool. Nobody else got involved. I like that lead. I would take it off, but he's still in top 8, so there's a lot of schools that could join. Nobody else got involved there, so we're good. And Georgia Tech is fighting there, dude, and they got a visit at the end. I don't want to like go all in on him, but if we have the points to do so, I will. We're killing it on all of these guys. That's awesome. And nobody's joining our battles. I don't want to jinx it, but like we are winning all these battles. This actually is going to be a battle. I like that. We're going to dominate there. It's time to bump him up to 50, to be honest. Actually, look at his grades. Look at his grades. Look at that. We already know his 3 check marks, and we have good grades on all of them. That is much better than that C average that we need. So let's give him that hard sell and give him the DM of the player. We're going to take over this battle. Back to that other battle. Do we know his grades? Oh, and we have great grades there. Let's give him that pitch. Here we go. We have the spare hours to do this. I usually would not throw 50 whole hours on a 3-star prospect, but right now I feel like we're in a good spot to do it. And these are going to be day 1 impact players. Day 1. Okay, we got locked out there, so we are going to need to save some hours. And we are not cracking these lists yet. Of course, the week we add this center, somebody else gets involved, man. What are we doing? I still feel like we're gaining on them though. Let's bump it up to 25. Yeah, I don't want to pitch this guy, to be honest. Actually, let's just bump it up to 30. We got the hours to do it. Let's do it. Bumping this guy up to 30. Is there anybody else? So we're not in the top 10 for either of these 2. He should probably be bumped up to 20. Yeah, let's bump this guy up to 25. Just because there's no other teams going after him. If we can just get into the first, then we'll be good. We have room for 1 more player. So 15 hours, we'll give them a scholarship, and 10 hours, and maybe they'll come to our school. I'm usually not a 2-star prospect guy, but maybe we could go position by position and find 2-star players that we could still go after and get them to commit just using our spare hours that we have. I mean, that's a solid one right there. A blocking tight end with a number 2 pipeline. I know it's a 2-star. This might be our only 2-star, but I think we might be able to just get this guy to come to our school with 10 hours. Nobody else is going after him. I think we'll jump into first after this week. That might be a helpful little addition, just a little depth play. You know, maybe a blocking tight end would be better suited as a lineman. We don't know. We'll see. We got that transfer corner. That's huge, man. That guy was the transfer. And here we go. Final week of recruiting. Time to lock in our class. Still feel great there. I still feel very good there. Awesome. We have the spare hours. Let's go all in. Let's get this guy to come to our school right now. He likes student of the game. Time to hard sell with student of the game. I am winning this battle over Georgia Tech. We have the hours to do it, so let's go do it. There's student of the game. There's 10 extra hours. If that's what it looked like for 25 hours, I like it. They do have a visit with him this week. Maybe that'll make the difference, but in my opinion, visits suck, so I don't think it'll make the difference. Oklahoma's getting involved here. Since this is the last week, we just have to finish in front of them. Let's remember to go back to him if we need to. We'll see. Anybody else in battles? Okay. Rutgers might steal this guy. We'll have to see. Okay, a JUCO junior might get stolen there. Honestly, with how big of a jump TCU had here, I think we should take these hours and put it elsewhere in some of those other battles. At this point, if we spread them thinly, we might lose them all. Okay, I like this here, and I like this here. By the way, there's that D end that we weren't even in the top 10. Now we're in first. I think he's going to commit to our school. We don't need 25 more hours on this guy. I know he's a transfer. I just don't think anybody else is going to send hours at him. At this point, it's too late. So 10 hours is fine there. Good there. Let's win that battle. It's going to be tough, but let's win that battle. Good, good, good. Man, Utah really went after him. I mean, that's just a crazy jump. So let's give up on that. That's totally fine. We could use these 30 hours elsewhere. We really could. Like I said, that 2-star, we're in first with 10 more hours. He's going to come to our school. I feel good about that. So let's go spend these extra 90 hours on battles. Where can we confirm our status? Like this guy right here, let's go 50 hours. What the heck? Okay, we know 2 out of the 3 check marks. Does he have a deal breaker? I don't think he does. Okay, we can't even sell him. So let's just send the house on the guy. That's fine. Let's win that battle. Were there other fights? Yeah, that athlete. Let's win this battle. Imagine like sitting there fighting with Ball State, and what they don't know is I've only been sending 15 hours on this guy, but now we're about to send the house. So good luck, Oklahoma, getting him. Georgia Tech, we got them all out there. Good, good, good. Okay, we have 20 spare hours. Who do we throw 20 hours on? Are there any other battles that we can double down? I don't think so. I mean, maybe this. I feel like we have a big enough lead that it's maybe worth it. Let's go. Let's take 5 hours off of somebody else, like somebody that we have a massive, massive lead on. Honestly, what if we just take 5 hours off of like all of these guys, and then we could send the house on that center that we are in a battle for? Because I don't think 5 hours is going to make a difference here. I mean, nobody else is joining these races. Like, they're fine. I want to leave 10 just in case, but like, who would join a battle on literally the last week of the season? I just don't think that that's going to happen. So just like that, man, we're at 45. We might get even more. We're at 50. Who else can we get? Okay, this guy's down to his top 3. Honestly, I think we could take away all points for this guy. I mean, there's no shot that Wisconsin and Ohio State join this battle. This guy's a JUCO sophomore, so I'm going to leave 10 just to be safe. I don't think anybody's going to join that, but there are 8 schools, so it's more likely that it could happen. But now with 70 hours, let's go back to those battles that we were in. All right, TCU, you guys want to get involved? We will send the house here. Have fun, dude. And with our final 20 hours, let's go back to that center. I don't like it, honestly. I think we're going to remove him from the board. We were able to get a 2-star player as our top school. Oh, look at this guy. Wait a second. Wait just a second. We are second, and nobody else is going after him. We could get him to commit right now, and he's a transfer. I mean, well, that just fell into my lap. Okay, so we have 20 hours. Nobody else wants him. Hopefully Kennesaw State doesn't get involved in this last week, and we could send 15 hours. Let's remember this guy, Okoli, the 3-star defensive tackle. This would be a crazy land off the final week of recruiting. But here we go. I've done all I could do. I feel pretty good. I have no idea if anybody's going to join these races, but hopefully we are going to have insane volume. I don't know if it's going to show every single 3-star, but hopefully we got numbers in this final week. All right, how did we do? The big question that we have to ask. Let's see, who did we get as far as commits? Okay, looks good. I'm not counting. Looks good so far. Did we lose to anybody? One guy. We lost to one guy. It was that TCU battle. We sent the house anyways, so who cares? And we did get Okoli. That is insane. As a transfer junior, this guy's going to make an impact day one, and I'm going to remember him because of this last second addition to our board. How did our class end up looking? Tennessee with the #1 class as my alma mater. Good for them. But where is Ball State? Number 26. So close to a top 25 class. That is awesome. I mean, year one, that is crazy. Look at how good this class is. We got a 4-star wide receiver. We got a 4-star tight end and another one to complement him. We got 2 4-star centers. We'll switch their positions and make that happen later. 4-star free safety, 4-star running back down here. I mean, tons of depth everywhere. And what's really cool is if you look at recruiting class, here is what I'm excited about. We landed 6 transfers and 5 JUCO players. That's 11 guys that are going to come in with experience, come in with higher overalls. Sure, they're not going to last forever, but we just need them to be good for a couple of years, because in a couple of years, we're going to have multiple top 25 classes, and then we're going to be winning. Now, this is going to be fun, though, position changes, because as you saw, there are a lot of centers here, so let's see how that goes. I'm also curious, the blocking tight end that we added earlier, can't remember which one he was. This guy. This was the 2-star player. He's 58 overall. Is he going to be better suited elsewhere? Dang, I really thought he would be a better lineman than he is. I don't want to put him at fullback because we don't really use fullbacks in our offense. He might be cut, and that's fine. That's fine. Let's move him to tackle for now. Let's move him to guard for now, I guess, and maybe he develops, but he's not going to get playing time in this tight end room. There's just way too much talent. I mean, this guy, redshirt junior, 71 overall, he's not going to get playing time as a tight end. Is he going to get playing time elsewhere? No, he just might not make the team. Okay, let's start just going through in order and see who can play what. I mean, Kyle Kelly, I'm just curious, can he play anything else? He could play running back? He could be an 80 overall running back? Dude, that's intriguing. I mean, that is intriguing. How good is Christian Davis? Christian Davis is 68 overall. Our best running back is 73 overall. Do I make the switch in his senior year to go play running back? Nah, I'm not going to. He's too good as a quarterback, but dang, dude, that had me thinking about it. Okay, as far as running back goes, Christian Davis, I know he's not the highest overall, but he's probably going to be the starter. This guy, a freshman that we recruited, got a lot of badges. 73 overall. Can he play anything else? No, let's keep him. Okay, no fullbacks needed. Got a lot of receiver talent in the room. Obviously, Keon Magwood is the best by far, but there's not a lot of players above 70 overall. I mean, we got 2 guys, and then we have Magwood. Interesting. Got so many just like bad receivers. Can any of these guys play corner? I mean, like, we don't need help on offense. What we need help with is on defense. Let's sort by speed, and maybe like some of these faster guys. Like, he's 59 overall. Could he be a better corner? He actually could be. He's a redshirt sophomore. Let's put him to free safety. He's never going to get playing time as a 59 overall receiver in this school. Any other super fast? How about high agility guys? So he's a route runner. He's probably going to stay. He's, again, 59 overall sophomore. Could be a running back, but that's probably it. Okay, anybody else worth maybe changing? This guy's 60 overall. Maybe he's better as a defensive player? No. Okay, there's just one. That's fine. Tight end. Got a lot of good players. Can any of y'all pass block really well? I know that that's a tough question, but this guy right here, 74 overall as a true freshman. I mean, that guy is going to be a good tight end. Would he be a good tackle? No, he would not. Okay, then we're not going to switch. Would anybody else be a good tackle? I mean, it's okay. Y'all can admit it. I mean, this guy's probably not going to be a good tackle too. He's only 61 pass block. Yeah, okay, we'll live with it. We're going to have a lot of tight ends. Honestly, some may be cut. And now my goal is really just to balance out our offensive line. So we got a 67 there, 69 there. A lot of players here. I mean, a 70, a 68, and 2 64s. They're all freshmen, so a couple are going to have to move. This guy's a right guard, 76 and 73. So right now, 69 is the worst. Actually, 67 is the worst. Apologies. So let's move this guy. Can he play left tackle? Oh, and he's good at it too. Cool. We just found our starting left tackle. That's awesome. Jeff Stewart, another true freshman. Can he play anything else? I think he can play right guard pretty well. There's a redshirt senior above. He could redshirt now and be good later. And one of these two should also go somewhere else. I think this guy is going to be better suited. Let's put him at right tackle. Let's see how he looks there. Okay, so now let's look at our O-line. At right tackle, we have a junior, a true freshman, and a redshirt freshman. That's not very good. Senior, he's going to play next year and he'll be good. True freshman there, and he's the best we got. Sophomore there, 69, and a true freshman, 71. That left tackle room looks a little crowded, but honestly, there's not much more to do there. Yeah, I mean, this guy probably could go be a day one starter at left guard because he's 70 overall and this guy's 69, but we might as well redshirt him for that 1 overall difference. Cool, I feel good about that. Let's look at D-line. Now, one thing to look for too is our outside linebackers. Are there any that are better suited as defensive ends? That's one change that I find a lot. Sophomore, 67 there, a senior. True freshman is going to take over for him next year. That's cool. A lot of players in this defensive tackle room. 2 seniors that are going to be out of there, a junior, a sophomore. These 2 freshmen might go better as defensive ends. What do we see? 66 there as freshman. There's a 61 freshman. Yeah. And a 67 sophomore. Maybe the worst, this guy right here, maybe he should be a defensive end. I just feel like he'll be better suited out there. Now, linebacker, 65. Wow, our linebackers are trash. 68. You know, what we might have to do, okay, well, never mind. I guess all of our linebackers played right outside linebacker. Let's make some adjustments. Which one of y'all is fastest? This guy's 78 speed, 87 acceleration. This guy's fastest, so he should be playing middle linebacker. But he's a 77 overall left outside linebacker? Nah, but left outside linebackers don't play a lot in a 4-down lineman scheme because anytime we run the nickel, the left outside linebacker gets replaced with a corner. So we want our best backers to be middle and right, not left. We should get somebody over there because 65 is too low. The question is, which one of y'all is less athletic? You are less athletic because you're 74 and 83 acceleration. So this guy should be our left outside linebacker. Perfect. We'll get him over there. And now I feel good about linebacker. I mean, we got that right there. We got a 73. So we're 73 all around. That feels decent. If we have spare safeties, we could put them at linebacker. They could make some plays there and they would be faster. I don't care about size at linebacker. I care about speed. Honestly, I care about speed everywhere. Now at corner, it's a lot of depth, man. Got a lot of like bad players. Just out of curiosity, does anybody have jets? Like any super fast guy? So this guy's a man-to-man corner with 93 acceleration. Could he play receiver? No? Okay, he doesn't have hands. That's fine. Okay, so we're good on corner. Got a lot of 73s. How does that compare to our secondary? 75, 74, 74, 72. Okay, cool. So this is interesting. This guy is a junior. He's going to be around for 2 years. This guy is a freshman, and he's a run support freshman. What is he as a middle linebacker? 71. Oh, man. Now, I know that's a bit of a downgrade for the guy, but he would be the fastest middle linebacker ever. And he's not going to play for multiple years. I think I'm going to put him at middle linebacker. Santiago Knight. Let's remember that guy because I think he's going to be a really good linebacker. Now, this guy's not going to get any playing time as a senior, so is there anything he could do well? No? Okay, I guess he's just not going to get playing time. And we have 3 sophomores down here. Which one of y'all are the worst at zone coverage? I mean, 53. You might be better as a linebacker, buddy, I'll be honest. Honestly, you'd just be better not playing football. 51 overall, okay. But hey, I feel pretty good about all the changes we made. There's our true freshman. He's going to be the starting middle linebacker next year, and he's going to be so fast. Look at his speed and acceleration compared to everybody else. 87 speed as a middle linebacker is criminal. I can't wait to see that. Finally, kickers and punters. What do we got? We got 1 punter, no options there. 2 kickers. I'm only going to keep 1, and we're probably going to keep, 72 accuracy to 67. 84 to 85, but this guy's a true freshman. This guy's a junior. We're going to keep the freshman, honestly. He's better overall, too. Let's do it. All right. I know there's a lot of changes, but I feel like we're better in every single position. Let's just see how much we progressed. Training results. Here we go. 80 overall. We were 71 overall last year. That is awesome. I mean, that is just incredible. Let's see. How did these guys progress? And he would be such a good running back, but we're not going to do it. Christian Davis is still 70. He's just not as good as these guys. But also, look at him. 96 acceleration, 94 speed. What is he worse at compared to TJ Horton, who's a higher overall? Carrying lower, ball carrier vision lower, break tackle lower, trucking lower, stiff arm the same. So he just can't really like move as much, but his route running's better. His release is better. You know, I think for what I do, he's better. His juke moves might not be as good as TJ Horton, but like he's so fast, that's fine. Receiver, all right. Coach skills, recruiting is going to be crazy this year because look at this. We now have 4 out of 4 in multiple areas. I mean, linebacker, secondary, blocking, receiving game. This is going to be a heck of a year to recruit. Encourage transfers. Oh, this is the saddest part of the whole year. 107 players. We have 107 players on our roster. Okay, this is going to get sad. Let's start with special teams with what we know for sure. We're going to get rid of a kicker. He cannot be transferred. We don't need him though. We have a kicker. All right, whatever. I guess we'll have to move on. By the way, I think he progressed more. Look at his, I'm pretty sure that this junior progressed because he was not as high in overall. Okay, where's kick power, guys? Why are you showing us every single stat? Yeah, he did. He became more accurate. Okay, so maybe we will. I don't know. It's weird that they won't let me cut any of them. So let's just go position through position. I don't like how it sorts reverse overall. Like, I'm smart enough to figure it out, but that's fine. We got a sophomore, Caden Simonza, and a junior, Chase Harrison. So these 2 guys don't really have much value. I'm going to keep him just in case we get a transfer, but that last one we did not need. Now this is interesting. Sophomores, this guy has less speed than him. So since they're the same overall, I think it's better to cut this guy. This guy's a junior with a freshman and a sophomore in front of him and Christian Davis. He's not going to get much playing time here, but I think we should cut him instead. Now we're going to have a lot of receivers to cut. I just know that. Redshirt senior, very sorry, you're not going to play here. Junior, sorry, you're not going to play here. All these guys are going to get playing time, I do think. These guys are such low overalls that I don't think they're going to get playing time. You can't be a deep threat and have 86 speed, so we'll get rid of him. We may need to come back to receiver. Redshirt junior here, you're not going to get playing time, I'm going to be honest. And, okay, I guess we can't cut any more tight ends. Offensive line, probably not going to cut anybody here. I mean, unless you're just absolutely horrible. But now I wish I could cut this tight end that we went and forced to go play right guard. But I guess that's why I don't like recruiting 2-stars, because you can't cut them their freshman year, even though they should. Like, you know, I should be able to tell him to transfer on day 1. Junior, 66. No, sir. We have standards. 68 overall junior. I guess all 3 guys are leaving next year, so we probably should get rid of them. By the way, there's a Coley R transfer. I guess he's not going to be a day 1 starter. That's fine. It sucks that we can't cut anybody there. Redshirt freshman, we can't cut anybody there. Junior at 62, we're going to have to get rid of for sure. Dang, man, I thought this guy was going to be our linebacker next year, but everybody progressed so well. This guy's a redshirt senior, and he's a 4th stringer. I don't think he's going to get playing time this year, so we might as well go a junior and a sophomore. Yeah, man, y'all aren't going to get playing time either, so you guys should just leave. I could get rid of him. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of him. I mean, he's not going to get playing time. Now, we have so many corners. These guys are all 75, so I don't want to get rid of. This guy's 68 as a sophomore. We have more talent than him, so we could get rid of him. 79 junior, 75 junior. I mean, that sucks. I don't want to get rid of this guy. I don't want to get rid of a 72 sophomore either, but we have to cut some guys. I mean, I don't know if you could tell. We have too many players. 2 sophomores and a senior. I think he's going to have to go. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, we're at 92. Going to have to make a second pass. Going to have to be a little stricter. I am going to have to cut this guy. 71 just isn't good enough. 3 quarterbacks in the room is fine. He's leaving next year. These 2 should be more than enough. We're definitely going to have to recruit some quarterbacks this year, though. I think we're going to have to cut a 64 overall sophomore running back. Just, there's more talent in the room. That's fine. 59 overall redshirt freshman. Going to have to cut. Probably going to have to cut this receiver too. 65 just is not good enough for wide receiver. We get so many of those guys. 68 as a junior. I know it said we were going to get replaced, but I think we can do better next year. That's fine. Just 2 more guys. Just got to free up 2 more spots here. Redshirt senior, you're a 3rd stringer. I think I'm going to have to pull the trigger. That sucks. We're going to be kind of light on linebacker, but I've recruited too many freshmen. I cannot be recruiting 2-star players anymore because they just don't contribute, and then you can't cut them. Dang, this is tough, dude. I don't know who to cut with this last spot. Do we go back to receiver? Is there anybody else? I mean, this guy's our 5th receiver. Like, he would get playing time, but since he's a junior, I mean, no, he's going to be our number 2 guy next year. Maybe we got to get rid of Bowick. I know that's crazy to say, but we have 2 other guys that are 74s. I don't want to get rid of somebody that I know is going to play a role. And this guy's a 69 overall sophomore. He's going to be good. We can't get rid of any more tight ends, apparently. What about linemen? I mean, we avoided linemen, but 70 overall, I don't think we need him. Oh, 69 as a sophomore? Okay, finally. Cool, we are at 85. That was hard. That was hard. I have now learned the price to pay if you over-recruit. I mean, that just hurts, man. I'm not going to do that next year because that sucked. That was a painful experience. But hey, we are 81 overall. That is 10 overall higher than last year. And here we are back into the preseason. That was Eggman offseason. We are so much better now than we were last year. This is going to be an awesome year. We're going to kick it off with Georgia again in Athens. I know we got killed last time, but I'm a much better player. Kyle Kelly's a much better player. We have a much better offense. Things will be different. I hope I get to see you again when that comes out in a few days. Thanks again for watching. This was a fun offseason, and it was a good offseason. Top 26 class. Not top 25, but top 26. I'll see you next time. Peace out.